when both you and Taylor are around, that all of the kids are like, well, Benny thinks her legs don't work. That's ridiculous, right?
From Cap Crunch chaos to toddler flight school and A-list drama, this story has everything. First up, the Kansas City Chiefs are doing financial gymnastics to figure out whether they can squeeze Travis Kelce back onto the roster.
I'd like to make that decision before they got to get draft picks and the free agency opens, so that it gives them an opportunity to go out there and fill the roster.
Then, we switch gears as Kylie Kelce spills how her kids basically turned Travis and Taylor Swift into full-time amusement park rides. And speaking of Taylor, the Super Bowl halftime buzz is already heating up, with questions swirling over whether she could top Bad Bunny or if another superstar steals the spotlight. On top of that, wedding season brings tough cuts as Taylor reportedly trims her guest list. And finally, Graham Norton lifts the curtain on the wild movie-level experience of working on Taylor's Opalite video.
Yeah, because when you think about all the people involved in this, because it was like a movie shoot. I mean, it was a massive, massive deal.
The NFL calendar flipped toward 2026, and right on cue, Kansas City found itself refreshing its phone like a teenager waiting on a text, because everything revolves around one question. Is Travis Kelce coming back, or is he finally riding off into the sunset? The vibes around the league say this decision is about way more than nostalgia. It's math, money, and a whole lot of crossed fingers inside the Chiefs front office. Kelce's 2-year deal expired, free agency is looming, and suddenly the Chiefs are staring at a salary cap situation that looks less like a puzzle and more like a financial horror movie, sitting roughly $55 million over the limit. If Kelce wants another run, his next deal likely lands around $10.8 million per year. That's a discount compared to his old paycheck, but still a chunky number for a team already sweating bullets. The Chiefs can shuffle contracts, restructure deals, and make some painful cuts, but there's basically zero room for mistakes. And that pressure is only louder because the offense took a rare step backwards. Kansas City finished 21st in points and missed the playoff for the first time in over a decade, which felt illegal to watch. Patrick Mahomes felt it too. His completion rate dipped to a career low, and the offense looked offbeat all season. That's why Kelce still matters, even if the numbers aren't vintage Kelce anymore. He posted 76 catches, 851 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Solid by most standards, but slightly human by his own. Sources say that dip has fueled real internal conversations about whether another season of hits, rehab, and grind is worth it. Still, insiders close to Kelce suggest he's leaning toward one more ride. Retirement has been discussed, but the belief is that he's not quite done. Kelce wants clarity soon, knowing the team needs answers before free agency and the draft so they don't build the roster blindfolded. Even if his production continues to slide from cheat code to just really good, his connection with Mahomes, his leadership, and his locker room gravity are things you can't replace with a spreadsheet.
Season kind of restarts in April, and I want to give the Chiefs a good opportunity to, whether I come back or not, and vice versa, like whether they want me back or not. It's one of those things where I'd like to make that decision before they got to get draft picks and the free agency opens, so that it gives them an opportunity to go out there and fill the roster appropriately.
Which makes it even funnier that while the football world waits on spreadsheets and tough calls, Travis's off-field life is basically a non-stop toddler flight simulator. According to insiders, the tight end has somehow become the family's preferred amusement park ride, with Kylie Kelce spilling that her kids treat hangout time with Uncle Travis and aunt-to-be Taylor Swift like premium first-class air travel. The moment the couple walks in, legs apparently stop working, gravity stops existing, and everyone lines up for liftoff. The kids don't just want attention, they want full commitment. Arms burning, back sore, repeat for hours, and Travis delivers every single time like it's part of his training regimen. These hangouts are pure chaos in the best way, with Travis fully leaning into uncle mode, dropping to the floor, playing whatever game is demanded, and acting like the Lombardi trophies don't exist once tiny humans are involved.
You play whatever they ask you to play. Oh, yeah. You really engage with them in a way that and I think you already know this because you do it, but they don't care what you bring. You are the best uncle. Well, you come in and you give them your undivided attention. You get down on the floor with them.
One of the younger kids reportedly believes Travis's legs are decorative only, while the older ones think he was put on Earth solely to throw them into the air on a loop. And Taylor? She slides into the scene effortlessly, laughing along, jumping in, and instantly becoming part of the furniture, the fun kind, not the IKEA assembly nightmare kind.
That when both you and Taylor are around, that all of the kids are like, well, Benny thinks her legs don't work. That's ridiculous, right? The whole time.
So precious.
And then the big girls are like, you could throw us for 7 hours straight.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. How's your shoulder feel about that?
Just got to get me. Oh, we're good now. We're good now.
There's also a whole lot of excitement bubbling around the idea of Taylor officially joining the family. The kids are already hyped about gaining another aunt, casually bragging about it like it's the biggest flex on the playground. Apparently her music is already a household staple, and the excitement level only cranks higher when she's actually in the room, not just on a speaker. What really stands out is how intentional Travis is with the kids. No phone, no distractions, no half-effort appearances. He shows up, locks in, and gives them his full attention, which somehow makes him even more impressive than anything else he does on Sundays. Kylie has joked that the kids don't care what gifts he brings because his presence alone is the prize. While Travis is busy being everyone's favorite human jungle gym, the NFL is already eyeing its next halftime headline act after Bad Bunny set the bar on fire. Insiders say the 2027 Super Bowl halftime chatter is heating up fast, with Taylor Swift's name floating around like the obvious neon-lit choice. Between her pop culture chokehold and her NFL-adjacent storyline, she checks every box imaginable, and sources suggest the league knows exactly how wild the optics would be if she took over that stage in Inglewood. Her Eras Tour already proves she can turn a massive venue into a perfectly choreographed spectacle, jumping eras, moods, and vibes without breaking a sweat. That said, there's still a big question mark hovering over whether Taylor would want to make a 13-minute Super Bowl slot her grand musical return, or save that moment for something bigger and fully hers. No tour announcements, no clear signals, just suspense, which somehow only adds fuel to the speculation. Meanwhile, the NFL isn't putting all its glittery eggs in one basket. There's serious interest in shaking things up with fresh energy, which is where rising names start entering the chat. Olivia Dean is one of those names insiders keep circling. Fresh off a major awards moment and riding a wave of soulful smooth hits, she'd bring a totally different flavor to the halftime chaos. Less fireworks and more cool factor glow-up. Then there's Olivia Rodrigo, who already knows how to command a stadium and sing anthems that would have the crowd losing its collective mind. She's basically built for a moment like this with enough hits and attitude to fill the slot without blinking. And for fans who want guitars, nostalgia, and pure chaos energy, Green Day is sitting right there. Despite their long history and California roots, they've somehow never owned the full halftime stage, which feels criminal. Add Harry Styles into the mix with his stadium-tested pop bangers and relentless fan devotion, and suddenly the NFL's problem isn't finding a star, it's choosing which global obsession to unleash next. While the NFL debates music legends and stadium takeovers, Taylor is quietly wielding the sharpest scissors of all, the wedding guest list. Planning her big day with Travis Kelce isn't just about flowers, playlists, and seating charts. It's also about cutting potential chaos before it even shows up in formal wear. And apparently that means some very famous names are sweating right now. Taylor is deep in protect the peace mode, determined to keep her wedding drama-free, stress-free, and absolutely free of side eyes, whispers, or awkward champagne toasts. That mindset has put her longtime friendship with Blake Lively under serious review, with the possibility that Blake might not get the coveted invite at all. The tension reportedly traces back to that messy legal saga involving Justin Baldoni, where private messages referencing having dragons backing her ended up becoming public. According to those close to Taylor, that moment felt like a line being crossed, leaving her feeling exposed in a way she didn't sign up for. And it doesn't stop there. Ryan Reynolds could also be on the no-fly list, not necessarily because of something new, but because Taylor allegedly wants zero reminders of any situation that could steal focus from the day itself. The goal is simple. No headlines, no side plots, no energy vampires. Just vows, vibes, and love. Apparently the trust that once made that friendship feel unshakable has been cracked for a while, and the public fallout just sped things up. This isn't a dramatic will she or won't she moment either. The decision from Taylor's side is already made. The emotional distance has reportedly been there long before things blew up publicly, and now with everything stacked together, rebuilding that bond doesn't feel realistic in the near future. While friendships are being trimmed and pieces being protected, Taylor Swift is casually assembling an Avengers-level cast for her music video. Her freshly dropped Opalite video isn't just a music release, it's basically a short film with a guest list that screams Hollywood group chat. The video quietly stacked appearances from heavy hitters like Cillian Murphy, Domhnall Gleeson, Greta Lee, Jodie Turner-Smith, and because why not, talk show icon Graham Norton popping up like a delightful plot twist no one saw coming.
Yeah, because when you think about all the people involved in this, because it was like a movie shoot. I mean, it was a massive, massive deal.
Was Travis there?
Sadly, no Travis.
Oh.
No, sadly. But her mom and dad, her brother, it's that thing. It all comes from her. So
The whole shoot went down like a full-blown movie production rather than a casual music video day. Lights, cameras, serious energy. Graham reportedly described it as massive, the kind of set where even seasoned TV legends stop and go, okay, wow, this is real. The wild part is how fast it all came together. Taylor allegedly had the entire concept hit her out of nowhere while sitting on Graham's show sofa, then turned that spark into a full treatment like she was possessed by the creative gods.
she is lovely. And so, she is directing this thing. It's a big budget. That stress could get to you.
Yeah.
You could get a little tetchy. But because she didn't, and because I don't think she does, the atmosphere all day was just
How
lovely.
does she do?
Taylor didn't just show up as the star, she ran the room like a seasoned director, calm, focused, and somehow allergic to stress. While everyone else would have been spiraling over schedules and logistics, she stayed cool, collected, and shockingly chill for someone orchestrating that much star power in one place. Apparently, the vibes on set were immaculate, with everyone getting along and treating it less like work and more like a very well-organized creative playground. Graham had to sit on this secret for months, which might be the hardest job he's ever had. Filming reportedly wrapped late last year, and he spent weeks biting his tongue, resisting every urge to casually drop that he was in a Taylor Swift video.
And we met Mandy Moore, not that Mandy Moore,
Yeah.
the Mandy Moore who does all her choreography.
Yes.
She was there. I met the woman who, the engagement photograph.
Yes.
Of Travis.
In the garden that he had made up.
Yeah, she was the photographer in the bushes. I met that photographer. She was there.
That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.